Cam, where we are actually, because we're sort of out the back of the canteen, but just go in through those doors, past the canteen, in towards the main hub, and heading towards reception, and it is a different story, I can tell you, because tables lined up with all the different departments, and there's academic staff, and there's student support staff, and all there for all the questions that anyone is asking. I'm delighted now that I'm joined here in our studio by the Schools Engagement Officer, Lauren Reynolds. Lauren, good afternoon.
Hello, John.
And also a student here who's Niamh Moohan. Niamh, great to have you both in the studio. Let's start with you, Niamh, actually, and tell us a bit about your student experience here. What year?
I'm done my first year and starting second year now.
Okay, in what?
Health science and physiotherapy studies.
Okay, and
So,
how were you before you started? Was it a big step? Do you travel? Whereabouts in the county are you from?
I'm from out of Donegal town. So
Okay.
I
Do you
go
travel
up
over and back?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you feel before you started, or how did you feel before you even chose here? What was the what the decision making process? Was it straightforward?
It was and it wasn't. I applied for a few places, but I was 17. I was starting college, so Letterkenny to me just seemed like the best idea. I came in last year for the open day, and I got a tour of the place, and it just felt more personal than more colleges than the other colleges I went to. Like, I did go around the country to see, but everything just felt like it was just made for everyone. Whereas the tour was so personal. I got a one-on-one. I got shown everywhere. And when I was 17, moving out didn't really seem like a good idea at the time. I kind of wanted time to get myself together, so I decided I'd go to Letterkenny. I go up and down now every day, and I love it.
Yeah. So 1 year on,
1 year on, I'm
you
still
know you
loving
made
it.
the right move.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
My course is actually 2 years here and then 2 years in Coventry, so it means I do get the chance to move out, but I got the time to get myself together.
Yeah.
I'll be 19 now leaving, so next year, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Well, I roll the clock back a long way to when I was 17. I think I would have felt exactly the same as you if I'd sort of gone in that direction. Just at 17, it's very early to be making those big decisions.
Yeah.
But to know that you, well, in your case it was a college, now university, on your doorstep, and to be able to choose it, and then in 2 years' time, if you want to, sort of narrow it down, or you want to develop your studies further, that you can go wherever it is, the UK or further afield, if you want. If you don't finish it out here, that is. Okay, music to your ears, Lauren.
Yes, indeed, and. John, I think you really just set the scene there when even you said that you didn't have too far to travel down here, that we're now a university, and that's the offering for kids in Donegal and further afield, that they don't have too far to travel for that globally recognised degree. And listening to Niamh, and it's such a good story, and Niamh's a sports scholarship as well, and even the offering of that health studies degree with its 2 years here and 2 years there, it's 17 students are very young making that decision. So Niamh's doing the 2 years here, and then in Coventry, when she's got lovely friendships and relationships built up with her cohort of classmates, that she'll be going over to Coventry and she'll get that experience as well. And I think that even studying in a local university as well, that we look at the overall student experience. So yes, we have a range of courses, and it's not only the range of courses, but it's the standard that we offer them on. And then that's the experience then goes hand in hand in what it offers for the student. A lot of students will come here, yes, they'll still live at home, they'll keep their part-time jobs, so they might get a car on the road. They get then to save money and go and experience J1s, interrailing, weekends here, gigs here and things like that, that they've got the part-time job and the money to do that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot on offer here.
There's a lot to recommend here, for sure, and you've outlined some of them. You're also hearing, I think, inside today experiences, and this is from students who things have changed dramatically in even the last few months, that when they were making their decisions or when they were applying, things were different to how they are now, and availability of accommodation, prices, the cost of fuel, all big factors.
Totally, John. And you know, at 17, there's a lot of decisions to be made. And when you go to navigate your CO application and you're putting in all of your choices, you're thinking, yeah, what's my number one? What's my choice? But then there's a whole load of other things at play. And certainly the landscape has changed. There's a accommodation crisis, you know, that across the country, and then the cost of living. So there's children there, kids there, young adults that might have chosen to do a degree in Dublin, in Cork and Galway. And then their parents are saying, you know, that's just not an option for us now. So let's see what is available. So then this is the point of these information days and events to say, you know, you can rejig and reorder your CAO to come to Letterkenny or to Killybegs, to ATU Donegal, and stay at home. And sometimes, look, it is an unfortunate situation that the decision might not be in the student who's done their Leaving Cert. It might not be in their hands, but in their parents'. But for any student who is in that situation, do rest assured that you are getting the full student experience here. And just touching back as well, like on the range of courses that we offer, you know, we've got 3 faculties across business, engineering and technology, and science and health. We have 62 CAO programs. That is a massive, massive offering. And I touched on briefly as well that it's not only the offering, but it's the standard of which those courses are held to. You know, for instance, our law degree here, it gives a student entrance into their FE1s, into King's Inn. So there's your solicitor and your bar exams. A lot of courses have teacher council recognition, so it's a pathway into teaching. There's 19 new programs on our books for this year, you know, and that's only growing as well. So I would implore any student, you know, that has done their Leaving Cert and that is sitting at home and sitting on maybe accepting their offer or not accepting their offer, and they've got lots of people weighing in on, have you thought about this? You know, come down and talk to us. If you can't make our information day today, you know, we're on the end of the phone, we're on the end of the email, and we will support you in any decision and help you navigate that minefield best we can.
I have the prospectus here, and it's a weighty volume, and that is a good sign, because as you mentioned, with all the programs that are available, and they all have to be outlined in the prospectus, or I presume most of them are anyhow, you know, you can understand why it's so big. But just going back to you, Niamh, it's not all about attending lectures.
No, I'm a sports scholarship. I have a sports scholarship here in Letterkenny as well, and it is such a help. Like, you can get academic help, you get financial help, so that can help you both in your sport and in your studies, depending on how you choose to spend it. You get the support of everyone here. You also get access to your high performance gym, the gym that's in the college there, and it's unreal. It's a good opportunity to meet new people. Like, I've met like so many new friends just from being with the sports scholars. Like, at our like presentation days, like I got chatting to new people. Like, I've met new people that do athletics as well. So I've made new friends just from being a sports scholar as well as being in class. There's
a great a vibe within Lauren, and I suppose there's just an extra pep in your step this year, because you know you have that university status, and now you're coming on to a university campus. It's brilliant.
Totally. And look, I think I'm from Donegal, and I think Donegal in many walks has always punched above its weight, and now it's coming through, and it has that university designation, and it goes further afield than this campus as well. And in the classrooms, and the students are coming out with a university degree, and it's nurturing our talent, you know, educating our talent, and then they can go away, and a lot of Donegal people gravitate back, and a lot of people stay here, and it's a wonderful story, and it's great to be part of.
Well, listen, thank you both very much for joining us. It's appreciated. I know, Niamh, you're doing some tours, and Lauren, you have more questions to answer within. But thank you both very much, and Niamh, the best luck with the rest of your studies.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Declutter